Well, right now we're joined by First Mate Chris Spurrier on board the Glass Bottom boat. Hello, Chris. Good to see you. First off, the fish that we saw earlier, tell us about that. What kind of fish that was?
Well, over there by Shipwreck Rock, those are the Hawaiian names is Nenui. We call them rudder fish, but the Hawaiians call them Nenuis, and they're edible. They're real tasty. But we feed them bread every trip. These are our trained fish, and we have a few other fish there. They're unicorn tangs. They have blue tangs by the tail, which are sharp as razors, and they have the unicorn on their head. They're a real pretty fish. And we dropped the fish tail there, yellowfin tuna tail, tied a rock to it to feed our pet eels. We have Elmo the eel there, the big one. It's just there's over 400 different varieties of reef fish, and they're all beautiful. Everybody loves them, and it's the kind of fish that go into the aquariums back on the mainland and around the world. I really enjoy this type of work.
All right. Thanks a lot, Chris. Thank you very much. Okay, back to the show. The big sporting event for West Hawaii was held right here in Kona over the weekend as athletes from both the east and west sides of the island turned out in full force to participate in the Big Island Sports Festival, sponsored by the folks at Gentry Sports.
Well, we've been participating in sports for years. I myself actively participate in sports, and we like to see us be an example for other island firms to invest in our future, which is our people. You know, it's an opportunity to get out and do all the things you like to do on the weekends. I think it's a coming thing in the world. You know, I think everybody is turning that way, and I think it's wonderful.
We will do some more of these, more than likely. Kona is an ideal place to do it, both the attitude of the people and the location of the facilities. And we're looking ahead to the future of being able to maybe get into the sports resort development where we can attract some international competition as well as continue to have events such as this.
Our chopper takes us over to Keauhou Bay for the beach volleyball semifinals, just one of 4 events held over the past 3 days.
Happy with the turnout that we have, considering all the other things going on this weekend in the state. That's normally we get about this many teams for a tournament, and Gentry's reputation, I believe, is growing on this island. So we probably picked up a few teams that we wouldn't have had it been just a normal regular tournament. It's growing quite a bit in town. Over the last couple of years, we've seen a lot more players developing here at the court in Keauhou. Maybe 3 years ago they wouldn't have been competitive, and now we've got quite a few competitive teams. Any one of those teams could win the tournament, which is a real good sign.
What's your competition like today?
It's very stiff today. We have to play this morning Dave Allen and Billy Prout, who are local players here, who have improved considerably since the last tournament and are going to give us a good rub. And the competition's good. This is probably one of the best local competitions we've had here.
Well, it's real challenging. You got a lot of court to cover. There's a lot of different shots can be made, and there's also some real competitive players down here that have been in the game a lot longer that we're out to beat.
Competition throughout the finals was strong, and when it was all over, Bill Imwali and Dave Ayao were the top male team, and for the women, it was Tammy Warren and Dory Favia. Our chopper now swings back to Kailua Park to catch the second round of archery. Unlike the team effort of volleyball, this sport is played one-on-one, you and the target.
For the physical portion of archery, you learn it in a matter of a couple of weeks. Mental training is the hardest section where most people will give up. More balance. Everything would have to be set. Your form, your stance, your aiming, your attitude to the target. Everything has to be balanced and matched. And once everything is balanced, you cannot miss. The game is not against somebody else. the game is only with you and the target.
It can be enjoyed by young and old alike, and a lot of the families get involved, the husband, the wife, and the kids, and so that's why archery is starting to boom here in Kona and also on the other parts of the island.
And as you might have guessed, the equipment you see here doesn't come cheap. An archer can pay up to $800 for his gear. The arrows are made of high-quality aluminum, and at 70 pounds of pressure behind them, they can travel at speeds of up to 300 feet per second, hit a bullseye 50 yards away.
It's not much of a spectator sport. You kind of have to get into it, and then it becomes a personal challenge as far as achieving high scores, and and it's also relaxing. My wife also shoots, and we try to make it a family effort.
Another one-on-one target sport was played just next door. Horseshoes is gaining momentum right here in the islands, and in this Gentry tournament, the Kona Horseshoe Pitching Club was a dead ringer for first place.
Horseshoes, to my estimation, I've been on the island 28 years, and to me, it's just sort of the last 2 years started taking off, and it's not, it hasn't been a popular sport. And we were doing real good here in Kona, and then they opened the bowling alley. We lost a few of our players, so they'll be coming back, we hope. And the only thing good about horseshoes is it's almost inexpensive, to play.
I like the game because old folks, that's the regular game used to play people. And I'm 65. And when I went to learn how to play the game over here, I fell in love with the game. So that's it. I practice every day. 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm down here. Practice. And then in the afternoon, about 4 o'clock, I'm over here with the gang, playing the game. I never give up.
But the big win throughout the weekend came for the Ikaika softball team. They beat out their competition to take home the title of the United States Slow Pitch Softball Association's state champs.
Feels great. We came second place last year, so we just had to come back, play hard.
What do you attribute Ikaika being a winning team?
We just good teamwork. We just play good ball, stay up, have fun. It's the main thing. We had one loss already, so we had to just come back out of the losers bracket. Just fight hard. That's it.
Yeah, we practice like every Sundays. We're going to Maui 2 weeks from now, playing in Maui no Kauai tournament. We usually travel once a year, Maui, Kauai, on the road. Maybe the mainland next year, who knows?
Ikaika beat out Travelers 4-1, which puts Travelers in second place. Rambo took third and Pacific Drywall fourth. Some of the other finalists included Moses Kaikuaana, Rod Rodriguez, Linda Ferreira, and Idami Simons for horseshoes. And in archery, it was Sandra Tajiri, Sam Lara, Shiba Kusat, Hugh Wakaida, and Gerald Wahine Kapu. An excellent combination of athlete and tournament coordinators gave us a fantastic turnout of high-quality sportsmanship in the Big Island Sports Festival.
We look forward to having everybody come out to all of our future sports events, and we thank you for the participation for this one.